This is Brum from Brum Gaming, and you're watching the 8-man Nightmare Mode walkthrough for Karagga the Unyielding, the 5th and last encounter in Karagga's Palace. For this fight, you'll need 1 tank, 5 DPS, and 2 healers. What you need to know for this fight is directly related to the boss's abilities and fight mechanics. Karagga has 5 primary abilities, which are Burning Oil, Cluster Bomb, Laser Blast, Tunneling Drill, and Unstable Energy. The boss will also drop bomb droids that spawn at around 30 seconds into the fight, then every minute after that. The boss also has a 200% damage hard enrage timer. Burning Oil dictates the boss's positioning during the fight. The boss will frequently use Burning Oil, which looks like a patch of fire, and place it under the current positioning of your tank. You'll want your tank to move out of it. The key here is that these burning patches do not go away for a long time. So, if you're not careful where you position the boss, you'll have no room for DPS and healers to stand appropriately because there'll be fire all over the ground. To avoid this, the tank will start tanking the boss against the wall, but where the boss's side is facing the wall, not his face. Then, every time the boss drops a Burning Oil on the tank will move the boss just enough to get out of it. If you move the boss too much, you'll eventually run out of room to drop the Burning Oil and things can get a little crazy. DPS positioning is just as critical in this fight. The boss uses cluster bombs, which appear as flames and bombs coming out from his face and back. As DPS or heals, you want to be standing directly facing the boss's side. Too far behind the boss or too far in front of the boss will make you vulnerable to getting hit by this. As the tank is repositioning the boss to avoid burning oil, the DPS will also need to adjust to avoid getting hit by these cluster bombs. Unstable Energy appears as a dark swirling circle that roots a player and pulls in the people standing next to him. After a duration, the ability does damage to anyone standing inside that circle. Non-rooted players will want to run out, leaving only the rooted player to take damage. This will only be cast on ranged as long as there are people at range, so don't have everyone clump on the boss. Also, stay far enough away from your melee DPS so that they won't be affected by the range on Unstable Energy and have to stop DPSing. Tunneling Drill is a random target damage ability that interrupts casts and does damage. These can't be avoided and must be healed up. The last part of the fight that is extremely critical is dealing with the bomb droids that spawn at 30 seconds into the fight and every minute after that. This is a fairly simple mechanic, but if not consistently done well, it will make the fight a lot harder. When the bomb droids spawn, all DPS should AoE them down. They have low hit points and can be killed within 1 to 2 seconds if everyone is AoEing. Smugglers and Imperial agents can use Freighter Flyby or Orbital Strike every time these droids are up. The damage on this ability alone can kill the bomb droids, however everyone should still participate in the AoEing. If the bomb droids do get loose, you don't want to be next to them when they die, as they explode for a decent amount of damage. Good luck. Here's a recap of the important things to remember about this fight. The tank should reposition the boss after every burning oil is cast and avoid moving too far. Bomb droids must be killed immediately when they're spawned, and all DPS should participate in AoEing them down. They drop at 30 seconds into the fight, then every minute after that. All non-rooted players should run out of unstable energy. And lastly, DPS and healers need to stay away from the front and the back of the boss and make sure to reposition themselves once the tank repositions the boss.